You're going to need images for your website. I know that it can be very confusing as to how to get images, especially if you don't know how to use Photoshop. There are lots of different places where you can go and get images for your website. First of all, you can go to Fiverr and get someone on Fiverr to create a logo for you and to create a header image for you. But there are also different free ways of getting images for your website. The first thing I would do is download an app that allows you to capture your screen. Now, I use Lightshot, and I have it here on my screen, but there's also one called Jing, Jing, and that is extremely good as well. Both allow you to capture your screen. So I will show you how to use Lightshot. You can look at Jing, and you can look at Lightshot. With Lightshot, you hit your print screen button. You drag your mouse over where you want to capture your screen. You can either save it, or you can upload it to their server. If you're doing an image for your website, you would save it to your hard drive, and you can edit it from your hard drive. As soon as you hit the escape key, the screen print is disabled until the next time you want to use it, and it stays down in your tray at the bottom of your computer. So that's how you would capture an image. Now, there are a few different sites that allow you to use their images for free. One is pixabay.com, and one is called morgfile.com. So let's say I decided I like this as my image. I could download the image, or I could actually use my screen capture. So I hit print screen, and I just highlight the part that I want to use as my image. Your header image should be around about 940, and you really don't want it too high, so I would make it 940 by 200. Again, you can play with the header image. You can upload one, look at it, edit it. You can play with your images. It's not like you have to get it right the first time. So we can go over to Pixabay. Now, the top row of Pixabay are paid images, and then as you move down the page, there's different images that you can use for your website. Now, obviously, you need that allows it to be horizontal, because it's going to be 940 by about 200. So here's one that would work nicely for a header image. And I can download this, and then I can crop it using Lightshot and save it to my hard drive. And then I can edit it from there if I need to or want to. There is also another site where you can edit images. It's called Pixlr. And Pixlr, you want to go to Web Apps, launch Web App. You need to play a little bit with Pixlr, but if you browse your hard drive, and let's bring up those flowers. Now I can put an overlay. I can change my overlay. But again, it's something that you need to play with. You can put a border on your picture. You can add text to your image. Just choose your font that you want. Choose the color. Type in your text. Choose whether you want it left justified, center, right justified. You can move your text around and apply. And once you're finished making any changes that you want, hit save and tell the system where you want to save your image. It's a beautiful picture editor. And again, you need to play with it, get comfortable with it. Now, when you put your header image on your website, you can add your text using Pixlr on your header image, or you can allow the plugin to put the text right on top of your header image. So those are a few different ways that you can do a header image. You can also get your logo image using the same methods. If this was going to be my logo image, I'm using my screen capture software. And now, if I use Microsoft Office Picture Manager, I can go in and edit this. I can crop the image if I want. I can resize the image and then save it. So there's a few different ways you can get free images for your site and play with the images. Now you have the ability to create a header image and a logo image. Now we're ready to do some settings in our My Style theme. So go to My Style on the left-hand side on your navigation bar, go to Settings, and we're just going to go through each tab, starting with the general settings. You can leave the default .css. You can upload a logo for your theme. And for my logo, I went to pixabay.com, chose a logo, and then I brought it out to a picture editor and added the text. You can make sure that these are enabled. And that should be good for that tab. Hit Save Changes, and let's go to Styling Options. This is where you can choose a body background color. Let's leave it white for now, because this is really just how it's going to be displayed. So we can come back and play with it later. You can also do a body background image, but you don't need to do anything like that. There's nothing we need to do in typography. Let's go to Layout Options, and we want to enable boxed layout, and that just puts a little box around each of your images on your site. Do you want your content to be on the left and your sidebar to be on the right, or vice versa? I've chosen the sidebar to be on the right. Hit Save Changes. Let's go to Home Page. Display a banner on the home page. We can upload our header image. If you haven't done your header image yet, don't worry about it. Remember, you can come back and change options as you go along. And then you can put a banner headline, Welcome to our store. In the last video, when I talked about putting the text on your header image using Pixlr, or letting the plugin put the text on for you, this is what I was talking about. If you put text in here, then the plugin is going to put text right on top of your header image. You can choose your color of the text, display your sidebar on your home page, display product categories, yes or no, display featured products. How many featured products do you want to display? Display recent products on the home page, and how many, and whether you want your blog post to be displayed on your home page as well. I would personally rather have my blog separate to my website, so I turn that off. Hit Save Changes. Let's go to WooCommerce, and on our layout, let's display the sidebar on the shop archives and display the sidebar on the product pages. I know that some of these options probably don't make sense yet. Let's go to Footer Customization. Do you want a footer section? How many footer widgets do you want to show? Leave it on the default and hit Save Changes. I wouldn't worry about the subscribe and connect yet, because I'm going to show you how to set up a Facebook page. Let's do a contact page. Enable contact information panel. And if you're selling digital products, you don't need to put any other information in here. If it's a local business, you can enter in all of this information if you want, and hit Save Changes. So now let's go and look at Pages, All Pages. We want to delete the sample page. Let's add a product categories page. In our product categories page, we want to put in, it's called a short code. And a short code is recognized by the software to pick up the different product categories. Once you've done that, hit Update Page, Add New. And now we're going to do an About page. Now our About page is obviously going to tell everybody what your site is all about. You can have a nice image in there. With our image, we want it centered. And under our image, we can tell people all about our site. Obviously, you would go into great detail to tell people all about who you are and what you stand for, what your site is all about, and any experience that you have. We want to add a blog page and publish, and a contact us page. And we want to tell the system that it is a contact form page, and hit publish. And now we want to design the menus that are going to go across the top of our website. So let's go to Appearance, Menus. Now you need to give your menu a name. You can have more than one menu. I like the site to be very clean, so I only have one menu called Main Menu, Create Menu, and that's going to be my primary menu. I'm going to add everything to our menu. Now once we create product categories, we can add submenus to our product categories. And now you can decide which tab you want to see first. So if you want your shop to be the first tab, your About, Shop, Product Categories, My Account, Checkout, and Cart. Now what you can do is if you pull your option to the right, it becomes a subcategory. And again, this can be changed at any time, so hit Save Menu. Now we're going to set up a home page, and we're going to link it to our website. You're going to put your main domain in this link. We added it to the menu, and we can drag it to the top. So now let's add our About page to our menu. Click About, Add to Menu. It's at the bottom. Now we can move it anywhere we want. Now let's go and look at our site by clicking Visit Site, right click, open link in a new tab. And now we have Home, About, Shop, Product Categories, My Account, Checkout, and Cart is under Checkout, Contact Us, and Blog.